see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Mustangs will kick it away to start us off. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The give on the option. These little games can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. In Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Snags it over the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Breaks into the open. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric. He is dynamic. He'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket. And when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he will score! Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop-pig.
Whoop-pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited. If you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Flicks it out of the air. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying to beat the D deep. Snags it down the right side. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Green. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Mustangs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. On the option. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Sticks it in his belly. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Bringing it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Looking to throw, it's Gossett. Safe completion on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
From the shotgun, the inside give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Fights off the defender. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
play of this drive will come from their own 23. Rides to back and leaves it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. We reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played 1 period. They flipped into the field and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And offenses nowadays, they really just count numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cook. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! It's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida is currently ahead on the scoreboard, but it's clear Tim Tebow's not out there, and because of that, I don't see a blowout today in the Swamp. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Now improvising. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Ball squirting all over the place. Finally went out of bounds, and this offense will be lucky that it's only a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled them. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Finds a little space.
Returner is tackled down at the 34. And your Arkansas Razorbacks will take over. 1st and 10.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Lost a throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Tosses it incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step 1 and 2.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Send that offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Gossett. Makes the grab, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Reads it, fires complete. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. Throwing on the run. Snags it inside the 20. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. To be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Mustangs will hustle to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Hawkins. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And the Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. He's going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping. The defense was ready for that one.
The Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Lets it go. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Bringing the heat. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. To the air, it's Hawkins. Hauls it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. This is a designed run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. With the catch, it's Ferguson. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
SMU 3.
And the Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive with us. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down and run. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
And now if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs because the scramble now puts you in a good 4th down situation. Interested to see what this offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Gossett. Caught near the sticks. It's Moore. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Arkansas! And the pummeling has started.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up 14 over Ole Miss. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own tip. There he goes! And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, David, they were going to have to get a lot of hats to the football. This is not an easy guy to bring down with just one guy. You have to gang tackle, you have to pursue. And, David, the defense couldn't get it done right there.
No, really poor job. Listen, you're okay with giving up yards throughout a game, and you see more and more. I'm okay with giving up 5. I'm okay with giving up first downs and you driving down the field, but I can't give up the big explosive. The first guy in there has to make sure he slows him down and at least gets a hand on him and makes it easier for those second-level guys. That was a huge play for this offense.
Using his legs at screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Snap it to the back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Going to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Gossett. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 get it done, and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Absolutely center cut. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field, but the run game has not been the problem today.
Wants to go up top on first down. Card in the backfield. It's Green. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic with his feet. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. To give to the big fullback. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Kept it on the ground on first down. See if they stick with that plan on second. Caught close to the marker. It's Brown. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, SMU.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way.